Yo, what's up guys? AFC Dino here and welcome to a new video. I don't even know which season it is anymore. I think it's season 15. Season 5th. Yeah. Season 15 has been going on for a while now. And yeah, I felt like it was time to update the tier list we made last season. We're gonna keep the same tier list, but we're just gonna adjust it a bit. I'm not gonna go too in-depth on the whole tier list as well. I'm just gonna mention a Pokemon that I am going to shift to another tier, for example, because 3 Pokemon have been added to the game since then, being Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. So we're gonna see how they are going to fit in this tier list. Some changes as well. Hydreigon, Draco Meteor, Gallade back to his old strength as well. So yeah, we're just gonna discuss this, all of that in this video. So I'm gonna change the screen, guys. Well, actually, let's take a look at the PvP statistics. Let's take a look at the win rates, right? So basically, the same Pokemon being used in OU. Scizor and Garchomp sitting at the highest usage rate. They are often used together as well, of course. Dragonie's win rate did tank a hit though. It used to be higher, like in last season, I believe. Let's see. We go there. Dragonite had a higher win rate there. 51. Oh, was that just my imagination? I always thought he had a higher win rate than that. But yeah, I guess that's just me, guys. If we look win rate wise and usage wise, Gallade, yeah, he got his old strength back. Yeah, Zapdos is here, sitting at a 52. And not everyone has a Zapdos yet, but this Pokemon is gonna become really centralized. And yeah, and then a lot of things pretty much staying the same. Suicune at a 55 is still really powerful, really consistent as well. Yeah, guys. So what I'm gonna do, guys, we're gonna change the screens, and yeah, let's focus on the next thing. So I'm gonna close that, and this is the tier list that you all loved. Let's see, can I change this? Maybe I can change the size a bit to make it more appealing. There we go. Yeah, guys, so this was the tier list of last season. I added these legendary Pokemon, but yeah, what should we do first, guys? Should we just we can look at the changes first. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about the birds first. I already talked a bit about them, but let's see where they are, where I will place them in my tier list. First off, Articuno. Where's the delete button? Where can I remove this guy? Can I remove this guy? Because he doesn't deserve to be in the tier list. Like, if you are playing Articuno, guys, you are not trying to win. You're trying to have fun, but you're definitely not trying to win. So let's put him here. But if there was a G tier, I would put him right there. Actually, let's just get him out of there. He doesn't deserve to be on the tier list. Moltres, guys, Moltres. Moltres is not out yet at the time I'm recording this. But hear me out, guys. So Moltres, he does have that stealth rock weakness just like Charizard. However, Moltres, he's bulkier than the Garchomp, right? He's bulkier than the Charizard. So he's a really good Volcarona. If you are struggling with Volcarona, then Moltres it's the best out of the 3 to deal with Volcarona, because he resists everything unless Volcarona runs Hidden Power Rock. Yeah, Hidden Power's in the game, guys. Moltres will completely wall that. Moltres will also completely wall Scizor. Like, it resists close combat, resists bullet punch. Obviously, if they run an acrobatic set, you're not resisting it, but they need to sword stance first before they can kill you. So defensively, Moltres can be really good. Obviously, offensively, he has access to Hurricane, fire type moves, but offensively, I think there are better fire types out there. You have Volcarona, you have Chandelure, those kind of Pokemon. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, for now, I'm gonna put him into the BC. Let's put him into the B tier. We can always drop him down in the next tier list. But really, Moltres is not that bad. Like, defensively, he can offer so much utility, obviously, because Pokemon like a Ferrothorn cannot set up on you. And you can run Hidden Power Rise as well against defensive Guardians, because they often don't run a fire type attack. And he has access to utility moves like Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, which hit a lot of Pokemon as well. And I believe Moltres also gets U-turn, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Let me look that up real quick. But I believe Moltres gets U-turn as well. Like the other two, yeah, he gets U-turn as well. So defensively, you can use him as a pretty good pivot. He can debug against a lot of stuff. But yeah, obviously, it's not the greatest, but I'll put him into B tier. Next up, we have Zapdos, and you guys know, man, don't even need to. I dedicated a whole video talking about this mon, but putting him into the S tier, guys, like this Pokemon, such a blessing for balanced guys. Balance struggles a lot against Hyper Offense, just because Hyper Offense has a lot of sweepers, a lot of heavy hitters. So typically when you run Balance, you have one Pokemon that has to deal, one defensive Pokemon that has to deal with multiple attackers. So if you get rid of one attacker, the other one is waiting, you know, and then you get often overpowered. However, Zapdos does really well into those kind of teams, just because of his flying typing. So he's resisting a lot. And like a lot of those teams don't have an good electric resist. They have a guard jump, but Zapdos runs Hidden Power Rise as well. He can use Hurricane as well. He can run Toxic and make it really difficult. And Zapdos also really difficult to kill. And yeah, the utility he provides with Volt Switch, U-turn, Defog. He can use Discharge to paralyze targets as well while doing damage. And his coverage as well, running Heat Wave, like I said, Hidden Power Rise. There's so much coverage on this guy. And you guys will notice that I'm going to use him a lot. And that brings us down to the next thing. This might feel a bit sad for you guys. We have an A tier as well, and we have Mandibuzz. I've used Mandibuzz a lot in the past, for good reasons, of course. But yeah, now that we got Zapdos, unfortunately, we have to drop down Mandibuzz to the B tier. Because you cannot really run both of them together. They both have the same weaknesses. And then Stealth Rock can be really annoying, because a lot of the Stealth Rockers can actually be annoying if they have Toxic against these two. So you usually run either one, and Zapdos because Zapdos offensively also provides a lot. Obviously, Mandibuzz with Foul Play can do really decent too. But yeah, being able to counter Scizor, all the moves of Scizor get resisted. Close Combat, Bullet Punch, Acrobatics, U-turn, those kind of moves. Unless he runs like a Dark type move. But typically Zapdos does really well into it. And if you have Heat Wave, you can always deal with Scizor. But even if you don't have Heat Wave, Zapdos typically does really well into Scizor. Like you can Discharge it down, you can Hurricane it down, those kind of things. But you typically do need a move that is at least neutral against the Scizor and Stab. Yeah, obviously you can run Heat Wave too. So yeah, we're dropping down the Mandibuzz. And like I mentioned, guys, Gallade got his old strength back. So his sharpness ability is back to 50%. Meaning that I am going to put Gallade into the S tier. Like, it's so difficult switching it in on that Pokemon. So that makes it really tough. And because now we got Zapdos and Gallade strong again, I'm actually gonna put Weezing out of the S tier into the A tier. Like Weezing will mostly only work on stall. You can run it on balance too, but he has that ground weakness, right? And now Zapdos running around, so more people are gonna run stuff like Volt Switch, like Discharge, Hurricane, those kind of things, making it really tough. Because a lot of hyper offense teams, a lot of offensive teams run physical attackers with fighting types. But if you put Zapdos into the mix, then yeah, Weezing is gonna be so much more tough to play. So that's why I'm putting him back. The other ones, I think they can kind of stay in S tier. Amoonguss is debatable. I haven't run into too many Amoongusses, but yeah, he still has that thing, the regenerator, which he's the best user of right now, defensively. And Amoonguss, if Zapdos is lacking Hurricane, Amoonguss can actually do really well into Zapdos. Like Heat Wave doesn't do too much damage because Amoonguss is quite bulky, and then you can try to get some Sludge Bombs off, or maybe try to Toxic the Zapdos. So in that sense, Amoonguss still pretty decent into the S tier. We look at the A tier right now. Anything notable? We have Hydreigon. He has Draco Meteor, but the meta is still pretty offensively oriented. Because if Hydreigon is able to use Nasty Plot and Draco, it only will work against Balance and Stall. Since most teams are like, if you run into Hyper Offense and you run Nasty Plot Hydreigon, it's gonna be really tough to use. You're gonna deal with priority. You're gonna deal with fighting moves. So, and a lot of the guys who outspeed you, and the Pokemon that don't outspeed you obviously have priority. So I'll just keep Hydreigon into the A tier. But because when Hydreigon got Draco Meteor, balance got completely smoked. Because if you run into a Hydreigon that has Draco Meteor and he has Nasty Plot, because here's the thing, he can run Focus Energy as well. That's something I've been seeing more lately. So a few sets he can run, but it's mostly scary for balanced. Like Hyper Offense can just kill this guy. And Stall depends on the Hydreigon set, but if you use a Hydreigon set that beats Stall, you're gonna lose against offense. So that's why it really depends on what you're facing. And right here, I want to take a look at the B tier because there are a few months. We have Raikou sitting here. Raikou did drop down, and now that we got Zapdos, you typically don't run both unless you run U-turn on this guy. I'm actually gonna put Raikou down to the C tier. I still think he's pretty decent, really underrated, but we gotta be realistic here, because if we go back to our game, let me see, where are you? I don't know where to. Oh, I was looking at the wrong screen. If we go back to our game, right? Oh, did I close my game? I think I closed my game. Yeah, basically what I wanted to show, but I couldn't. That's unfortunate. I can look up the win rate right now of Raikou and his usage rate. Fortunately, I'm not able to show you guys somehow, but I'm pretty sure it's close to the 40, which is a shame because he actually does really well like into offensive teams. Where is Raikou at? Raikou. Yeah, Raikou is sitting at a 47, so it went up a bit. But yeah, it's often you gotta make the choice between running the Raikou of the Zapdos as well. So I'm just gonna put him down. Entei, gonna put him down as well. Fortunately, like they're definitely good, and C tier is not necessarily bad. I explained every tier, what the tier meant in the previous video of the tier list video. You can check that out. But yeah, S tier, just those are the best. A tier, definitely good. Consistent. B tier, also really good, but might need some more support. C tier, those Pokemon are good in the right circumstances, and D tier, yeah, those are the worst. But yeah, we're putting them down. Moltres might go to the C tier as well. Just have to see. And other than that, I don't think there is much like Gastrodon, still pretty good into the A tier. You're gonna see more Chanseys now, but yeah, Chansey's never really an S tier month. Just your opponent can abuse you a lot if you use Chansey, like a free swap into Scissor, etc. And yeah, the other guys, they pretty much stay the same. I gotta say, maybe Crobat goes to the C tier. Actually, now that I think about it, because again, with Zapdos, you get free volt switches off, you can get some discharges off. It's gonna be really tough. And if you put Crobat on your team, you probably don't have a Zapdos on your team either. You don't, as in a lot of cases, you're not stacking up on your flying types. So yeah, and the seeds are basically staying the same. I thought about Golduck, but I didn't even see Golduck on the statistics. Not a lot of people using Golduck, but Golduck can definitely be nice, maybe. Yeah, pretty short video for now, but we already went in depth on every Pokemon that's on the tier list, right, in the previous one. So I definitely recommend watching the previous tier list video if you want to look at the others, because and not much has changed aside from some big changes in adding the legendary trio of Kanto, then boosting Gallade back to his original power and giving Hydreigon and Draco Meteor. Those are the biggest changes, I think. I would love to see Alakazam on this tier list, so he needs to get his hidden ability. Yeah, if you guys think I forgot something, definitely let me know in the comments, or something I should put more attention to. But again, guys, stay respectful. Like, this is just an opinion. Like, this tier list is not. It's just an opinion, guys. Like, other people might disagree, but I already made my points on each of the months. And yeah, gonna end up this video. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the videos so far. We're on our way to 6K subscribers, so definitely keep watching the videos, share the videos as well if you want. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.